That's me. I put it all on the line tonight.
Baby, can you come home? We don't need no money. I just need my baby. So baby, we gon' be fine. Baby, can you come home? We don't need no money. I just need my baby. So baby, we gon' be
So
fine.
tonight, Cryptos is here to stay. I put it all on the line tonight. Get rich or get robbed. I put it all on the line tonight.
Baby, can you come home? We don't need no money. I just need my baby. So baby, we gon' be fine. Baby, can you come home? We don't need no money. I just need my baby. So baby, we gon' be fine.
One man, one plan. Yes, sir. I put it all on the line tonight. Yes, sir. That's me. I put it all on the line tonight.
Baby, can you come home? We don't need no money. I just need my baby. So baby, we gon' be fine. Baby, can you come home? We don't need no money. I just need my baby. So baby, we gon' be fine.
So tonight, Cryptos is here to stay. I put it all on the line tonight. Get rich or get robbed. I put it all on the line tonight.
Baby, can you come home? We don't need no money. I just need my baby. So baby, we gon' be fine. Baby, can you come home? We don't need no money. I just need my baby. So baby, we gon' be fine.
Welcome to CMAR, everybody. Crypto is my retirement. It's your host, King Harry III. This is you watching me on my journey to $10 million. If you're watching this today, this is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor. I'm just on my way to $10 million. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Join my Patreon. Join my membership as you experience the greatest crypto channel that ever existed. That is right. So today, we got Cuz here. Cuz is in the building. So you know you see Cuz, that means we're into conspiracies. We have some great content on today. We're going to try to give you guys this content at least once a week. If we can get more views, if we can get more memberships, then I'm pretty sure we can break a deal with Cuz and bring Cuz back a little bit more often if it makes money. But this content that I'm giving you guys, it's the greatest crypto channel that ever existed. So that is right. You're going to get the coins. You're going to get the funny content. And we're going to give you some deep shit. So I pray to Jesus I don't get banned because I'm making money on this channel. But I'm putting my faith into my community, into my viewership, into my talent, into my product. So we're going to make money and it's going to be the right thing. So before we get started, let me give a shout out to my members. All right, you doggies. I have some members in the building. I have some gang members in the building. I have some members. I have some gang members. And I have some family members. All right. First, I'm going to give a shout out to Sly for Oda. He's a family of the show. Shout out to Doji F Solo. He's a gang member. Shout out to Guadalupe Munez. He's a gang member. Shout out to R. Cuman. He's a fan of the show. Shout out to Zen Rock. He's a gang member. Shout out to We Rep Crypto for Life. He's a fan of the show. Shout out to Benny Frank. He's a gang member. Shout out to Just the Man. He's a fan of the show. Shout out to Terrazio. He's a fan of the show. Shout out to Trisha P. He's a fan of the show. Shout out to Bullish, Prince of Wales. He's a gang member. He's been a gang member for almost a year, sir. Okay, shout out to Sonja Ingram. Last but not least, she's a fan of the show. She's been a fan of the show for about 10 months. My first ever fan, man. I'm telling you, man. People don't understand that. See, I appreciate energy. I'm one of them guys that if you give me $1, I'm gonna appreciate it. I'm not gonna kiss your ass. I'm not gonna kiss ass. I ain't gonna kiss ass for no money. But I'm gonna show, say thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I hope you have the best situation in life. I hope I'm giving you my blessing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm not just finna, oh my God, I'm not finna shut one jive for $5, nigga. No, I'm not.
Right.
But today, we got to talk about the what's it called? What's it called, cuz? Euphrates River. Now, cuz is an expert in my opinion. He's the expert guy on the deep content. He told me about the New World Order in 2003. 2002, 2003. I was like 13 years old. Back when the computers was like this fat. You know what I'm saying? Windows 95, 98. You know, he was telling me about Operation Northwood. You know what I'm saying? Like classified shit when I was young. But as the time went older, you know, the information just got more and more and more. And we was talking about doing this conspiracy channel way before this crypto channel. And since we're making content, I'm monetized, crypto, we're still making money. I still tell you guys whatever, but this is a nice way to bring cuz over to the crypto side and to give y'all a really good show, give y'all some things to think about other than just gambling money, you know, trading and, you know, I know everybody loves money, but what we're doing right here is something very, very special. So tell us about the Euphrates, bro. Tell us what the fuck going on, man.
So, how do I get started? The Euphrates River.
Right.
There's some significance.
You said it's drying up and shit. Like
it's drying up.
Why is it drying up? Why does it matter? Where is it at? You know, I'll be honest with you. I'm not the best guy in geographics or whatever, but I just want to hear it from your mouth. And I'm telling you that right now, we didn't have no conversation about none of this. When we linked up, he was trying to tell me, he was like, cuz, we're gonna talk about this, I'm gonna tell you about this. I'm like, don't tell me nothing. Save it for the show. I want genuine reaction, initial, everything. So that's what we're doing.
Okay.
All right.
So the Euphrates River, it's a river that cuts through from the north side of the river. It's from Turkey, cutting all the way down through Iraq.
Okay.
Going all
the
way.
blue right there. The blue
right here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, cutting down to wherever the sea is at right here. I don't know what the name of the sea is, but it's some sea right there that it drains into. But to make a long story short, the Euphrates, the Christian Bible,
okay,
right?
Christian Bible.
St. James Bible, whatever.
St. James.
I'm not a religious person. I'm not I'm a spiritual person, not a religious person. So, but I do believe that there are things in that Bible that do give us hints and clues as to what's really going on in the world.
Okay.
For example, when it talks about the end times, especially like in the book of Revelation. You ever notice, just a side note, you ever notice that a lot of preachers never like to preach out of that book of Revelation? They'll preach out of the book of Psalms, they'll preach out of the book of Leviticus, they'll preach out of any book. But for whatever reason, they stay out of that book of Revelation.
Yeah, it's like me growing up in the church home. Revelation was like
it was taboo.
Hold on.
It was
not taboo, but it was more like you only get the bits and pieces.
Of
they
it. Right.
Never like do a sermon on Revelation.
Never.
No.
Everybody stays out of that book of Revelation.
Revelation is really like, in my opinion, in my perception, in my path of life. Mm-hmm. Revelation was like a piece to kind of get you in line. Like it was kind of like a
scare tactic.
It was a scare tactic. It was an emotional checker. It was like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
shit like that.
Yeah, and see, that's the exact reason that drew me to Revelation. It's the fact that nobody talked about it.
How you doing, Patty? Thank you very much. Patty said, "Can't talk about Revelation of Jesus." Oh man, thank you for joining, Patty. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
But it was the exact reason that drew me to it, and I read bits and pieces of it here and there. But one part that I remember reading a long time ago was, can your fans see this right here?
Yeah, they see everything on the screen, man. This is beyond just the people that's watching now. This is forever.
This is a Bible verse in Revelation 9:14. In Revelation 9:14, and I'm not trying to preach. I'm not trying to turn this to a Bible, but just hear me out for a second. it talked about in Revelation, for people that don't know, it talks about what happens when the world comes to an end.
Okay.
And the events that take place prior to the world coming to an end.
Okay.
Well, in one of these verses, it says, "And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up. That way of the kings of the east might be prepared."
Okay.
Basically, what it's saying is that when the Euphrates River dries up, that's one of the signs of the end times.
Okay, so they said when the Euphrates river dries up, it's a sign of the end times.
It's a sign of the end times.
Okay.
Now, I know a lot of people may not be hip to what's going on, but as of right now, the Euphrates River is drying the fuck up.
Okay.
It's drying up right now. And
like how bad drying up? Like is it?
Well,
is
it's
it
to
over?
a point. It's to a point to where
like ain't no fishes in there.
A lot of people are starting to discover caves where before the.
No, I'm dead serious. Like ain't no fishes. Like how bad? Like we still got all the fishes. I'm like, all right, okay.
I'm not gonna say fishes, but what's happening is that as the river is starting to dry up, it's starting to reveal these ancient caves that existed thousands of years ago.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah. So you can actually pull up some YouTube videos of the Euphrates River drying up, and you will see like these cave entrances it looks like.
Can you show us right now? Because it sounds very interesting.
Yeah, let's pull some of these up real quick.
You said so, and the trying to relax. So you're basically saying that the Euphrates River is driving up, which is showing that there used to be caves.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That there used to be caves. That there was some kind of man-made intelligent construction going on where these rivers once covered it up in. Now these rivers are starting to dry up and it's starting to reveal a lot of this stuff.
Okay,
well, I don't know how.
Hold on. Click this right quick. I think we got some people in the chat. Hold on, right quick. Hold on. All right. Billy Frank said America is Egypt. Mississippi River is the Nile. Mississippi River is drying up.
Mississippi River is named after a river in Egypt.
Oh wow, it is. It's named after a river in Egypt.
Matter of fact, Memphis.
I can't hear you. Say what?
Memphis is named after a city in Egypt. My bad.
Wow, I didn't know that.
That's why if you go to Memphis, you'll see the big pyramid. It's a big pyramid in Memphis.
Yeah.
There's a giant pyramid that used to be
For real?
Bass Pro.
That's creepy as hell.
Yeah, that used to be Bass Pro Shop. No bullshit. They made a giant pyramid in Memphis, and it used to be a Bass Pro. That's some fucking crazy shit.
Just talk.
Right. Why would you take this pyramid and attach a Bass Pro Shop?
Bass Pro Shop took over.
But yeah, it used to be. It's a giant pyramid in Memphis that they constructed. I think it's vacant right now, but it used to be. It used to be a Bass Pro Shop. But the city of Memphis itself
That's hilarious.
is named after a city in Egypt.
Damn.
That's where it comes from, and because I believe that the city in Egypt called Memphis had a river that ran through it, and that's why they named Memphis after the city in Egypt. It's because just like the Memphis here in the United States has a river, the Mississippi River runs through it. There was a river that ran through the city of Memphis in Egypt.
Man, that's fucking crazy. I never knew none of that.
Yeah.
Benny Frank's going crazy. What she said, Memphis in America has been called Memphis before America was called America.
Absolutely. He's right.
God!
He's absolutely correct. He's absolutely correct. Memphis was called Memphis in Egypt before America was ever a fucking America. He's absolutely correct.
So Memphis is older than America.
Absolutely.
Damn! Oh, shit.
Absolutely.
All right, cuz. Keep going, man. Keep going.
So, going back to the Euphrates River.
God
there was
damn.
a video.
I got some really smart. I don't got that many people. That's crazy. He's Patty said because the Israelites came here. See, that's crazy. I got a real smart viewership.
Yeah,
they're smart. They're very smart, man.
They know what's going on.
They're very smart, man. All right, keep going, cuz.
So, there was a video, a TikTok video.
I want you to show stuff too, but continue.
Yeah, that came out a couple months ago is when I discovered it. Of somebody going to the Euphrates River and recording sounds that was coming out of one of these crevices of caves. And here's the thing. I don't know if it's legit. I don't know if it's not legit. But what I can tell you is that I'll tell you what. I'll just let you people hear the video, and you be the judges for yourself.
Okay.
All right.
Make sure the volume's up. All right, go ahead, cuz.
So noises from the Euphrates River. And I'm going to get to where these noises are supposed to be coming from. What these noises are supposed to be.
Okay. Okay, I hear it. He got a lot of views for a small channel. That shit creepy as hell.
You hear those chains wrangling. Yeah.
This is in America?
No, this is in the Euphrates River where it dried up at.
Okay, so what country this is?
I want to say that between Turkey, Syria, and Pakistan. Oh, not Turkey, Syria, and Iraq. My bad.
Man, I gotta go. I gotta hit this shit for myself. This shit.
That's what I'm saying. I will go there. I gotta go there just to see.
Who the fuck records this shit and knowing you just heard what the fuck you just heard? I was on the camera on. The camera got cut off. I'm hearing Alien versus Predator noises. Real time. I'm cutting everything off.
So
I'm being very. And listen to me. If that was me, and I'm like, I'm not chilling when I hear that.
right.
If I know it's not coming, if I know I didn't manufacture this noise, I'm getting the fuck up out of here.
Right.
And I'm telling somebody, like, look, I swear to God, this is true.
Well, so according to the Bible, fallen angels. When I'm quite sure everybody knows the story of the Nephilim, right? How the Nephilim were these fallen angels.
Who the Nephilim, talking about the giants or something?
The giants
Okay.
were the offspring of the fallen angels. Remember, the fallen angels came from out of the sky. They mated with the daughters of man, and they created the race of giants, the Nephilim.
That's their story. Okay.
Right, that's the whole story, right? Well, that's the reason why the Great Flood was committed in the first place. Because the Nephilim had deceived man in such a way that God had to destroy everything and recreate it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, allegedly, now take this how you want to take it, but allegedly some of these giants or beings or whatever were locked up underneath the Euphrates River. That sound that you just heard on that video is allegedly the sound of a fallen angel, a Nephilim. And when the river dries up, according to the Bible, those giants will be unleashed upon the earth. They will come back. And it's supposed to be a big war and this and that or whatever. But, and like I said, I don't know how true that video is because you know there's a lot of fakery and fuckery going on the internet. I don't know. But what I do know for a fact is that the Euphrates River is drying up. That is an absolute fact. Now, whether that sound is for real, I don't know. I've never been to the Euphrates
I
River.
said 4 months, so that's fresh. That's
exactly. Yeah, it's fairly new. It's fairly new.
Fresh. And what makes it kind of crazy is because this is organic. The simple fact that how many views he has? It has 323,000 views and only 1,000 subscribers.
1,000 subscribers, exactly.
Damn.
Yeah. He's only
That
got
means
1,000.
people was looking for that.
Exactly. Absolutely.
That's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Absolutely. So I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, this is what I know for a fact. What I can tell you for a fact, and you people can research and look this up for yourself, the Euphrates River is drying up. In the Bible, it does tell you that one of the signs of the end times is that the Euphrates River is drying up. Now, can I also point out something else too?
What's up?
Have anybody ever listened to Graham Hancock? He's been on the Joe Rogan podcast a couple times.
What's his name again?
Graham Hancock.
No.
So Graham Hancock is, I believe he's an archaeologist, but basically he talks about, one of the big things he talked about was Göbekli Tepe. Göbekli Tepe was an ancient civilization that was unearthed, I believe, in the mid-90s.
Okay.
Was when they discovered it. But basically it's supposed to be this massive city where it has these huge stones that were carved, looked like by, I mean, the carving of these stones was so precise, it looked like a machine done it.
Can you pull it up?
Göbekli Tepe, yeah.
Yeah. Pull it up right quick so I can really see what you're seeing. Because I'm seeing it, but I want to make sure that we see it exactly how you see it. So we can really feel how you feel.
So, and only
And
part...
you scroll up and go to images if you want, and you can scroll up, you can scroll all the way up. If that's what you want, click images. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the Göbekli Tepe site.
Okay.
And some of these stones, you got to understand, some of these stones weigh multiple tons. Multiple tons. But here's the strange part about these stones. When they carbon dated this, now I just want people to know how carbon dating works.
Hold on. I don't think they see it the way that we see it. One second. Because I think my video is blocking it. Let me see. There you go. Okay, I think that's cool. So you're talking about the bigger one right there, right?
Right.
Okay, continue.
So what people got to understand is that stone itself cannot be carbon dating, right? Because stone...
What is carbon dating?
Carbon dating is what they use to measure how old organic object is. So basically, everything on Earth that lives is carbon-based, right?
Correct.
So when something dies, the carbon, I think it's either carbon-12 or carbon-14, starts to leave the particular body.
Yeah.
Based on how much carbon-12 or how much carbon-14 is, and don't quote me on the precise measurements, but based on how much carbon-12 or how much carbon-14 is left the body, they can gauge and see how old a particular organism is.
Damn.
So if let's just say they dug up a woolly mammoth, and they can look at the carbon dating on a woolly mammoth, they could determine, they have an estimate of how old something is.
Okay.
Well, stone itself is not a living organism, right? So they can't determine how old stone is, right? But let's just say if you use a certain leaf material or anything that's organic around this particular stone area when you was carving or whatnot or something like that, they can determine how that is. That's how they figured out how old, well, they think, and that's a whole different subject in itself. But they think that's how they figured out how old the pyramids was, 4,500 years old. It's because of some organic material that's on the pyramids that they carbon dated to try to figure out, okay, this organic material is about 4,500 years old, so the pyramids had been built 4,500 years ago. Yeah. But it's not a concrete evidence that the pyramids was built 4,500 years ago. But let me get back on subject. They carbon dated based on organic material or whatever that's around Göbekli Tepe. They carbon dated around 12,000 years ago.
Yes.
Which technically predates the pyramids.
Okay.
And not only that, but with Göbekli Tepe, and they've only, this little piece that I'm showing that y'all can see on the screen.
Göbekli Tepe, is this what we're showing on the screen? The bigger
showing on the screen right here. When they, I guess they can send like radar penetration deep beneath the earth to see how, what other structures exist underneath this. This is probably only 10 to 12% of the entire Göbekli Tepe monument. They haven't even unearthed the rest of it.
Damn.
They haven't even unearthed the rest of it yet. They haven't even gotten that far yet. So with this starting to kind of question, and like scientists like Graham Hancock, what he's questioning, what we've been told in the history books is that mankind, we started out as cavemen, right?
Yeah.
We left the caves and we became, we started learning how to plant, how to use agriculture and things of that nature. basically, this is the smartest mankind has ever been, is what we've been told, right?
Okay.
But what guys like Graham Hancock and other archaeologists are starting to find out is that, what if that's not true?
Okay.
What if at one point in time, we did achieve, maybe not this level of technology where we got iPhones and email and shit like that, but a different level of technology where we were able to move 20-ton stones like you see.
Right, it's like organic tech instead of artificial
Right.
tech.
Right. It's still the same level of tech, but it's a different type of tech.
Right, organic tech.
Right. You know what I mean? What if we were able to achieve this level of technology 20, 30,000 years ago? Or in the case of Göbekli Tepe, 12,000 years ago.
Right.
You know what I mean? And something happened on the earth that wiped everything completely out and restarted everything over. And everything that we see today, everything that we're doing today, we're not so much innovating, but we're in a way kind of remembering what we did 12,000 years ago.
Damn.
Do you kind of see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's kind of
we think what we think is innovation, it's nothing but remembrance.
Damn, cuz.
You know, I don't know if people know this, but memory is in DNA. What your ancestors did is in your DNA. And this is why you can give a toddler a toy, and this toddler can put this, build these, they make these houses out of toys, just seemingly out of nowhere. Because in his DNA,
he know what a house is.
He know what a house is.
He has his memories.
That the memories. It's kind of like that video game. I'm quite sure y'all played the video game Assassin's Creed, right?
Okay.
Remember in Assassin's Creed, what was his name? Desmond Miles.
Right.
They laid him. Some corporation found him, and they figured out that his DNA had the trace back to these ancestors, trace back to these assassin ancestors and whatnot. His ancestor was assassin. And in his DNA, they was able to pull up all these stories and this and that and blah, blah, blah. But when he came out of the Animus was the machine that he tapped into where he was able to see his past. But when he came out of the Animus, he had all the abilities of his ancestors. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't think that's too far from the truth with us. I think the same thing exists with us. I think all of this innovation that we think is brand new, and iPhones and Wi-Fi. I think that this is old technology that we created a long time ago that we're recreating again. And going back to how this all ties to the Euphrates River is that, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but the earth has seen multiple cataclysms throughout its lifetime.
Correct.
And so many thousands of years. Some people say it's 600,000 years. Some people say it's 2.5 million years. I don't know the exact number. But they say, here's what is a fact. Here's what is an undeniable fact. That the earth has went through 5 to 6 mass extinctions in its existence. And according to scientists, now it's not Brian, it's according to scientists, that we're on the cusp of the 6th or 7th, I believe 6th mass extinction. So, in other words, something is coming that's supposed to reset us back to how we was in the Stone Age. Something is coming. I don't know what it is. And some people say that's the reason why the government is running. You ever notice, like, you look at the debt ceiling? Like, matter of fact, it was in the news. Where the debt ceiling.
Doomsday or the debt ceiling?
The debt ceiling.
Okay.
A lot of people say that the reason that the government doesn't give a shit about the debt ceiling and the debt ceiling has been rising because they know that something is coming that's going to reset the world back to the Stone Age.
Damn.
And that's why that's
why money is getting printed.
That's why so much money is getting printed because they don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
That's why so many rules are being broken. That's why so many
exactly. That's why there's so much anarchy. That's why there's
so much corruption.
Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, what if it's something that what if it's something where it doesn't even matter?
Don't even matter what you're doing right now.
It don't matter what you do right now. Because something is coming to reset everything.
Right.
And Earth goes through these massive resets like I said, some people say it's every 600,000 years. Some people say it's every 2.5 million years. Some people say it's every 20 million years. It just depends on who you listen to. Everybody has a specific, but what I can tell you is that everybody has a specific date as to when the Earth or the world or whether the universe gets, not the universe, but the earth gets reset.
Or society.
Society
as
gets reset.
we know it.
Gets reset.
Because like there's some people that never went outside of the country.
Mm-hmm.
So, but just the perception of society is what is documented, basically.
Absolutely.
Documented, which is the 7 continents.
Yeah.
Just like you can't go past Antarctica, just like we got the World Peace Treaty. It's impossible to...
You can't colonize Antarctica, so no country can claim...
No. Beyond colonization, you need permission to travel. That's the most important thing.
To Antarctica?
Listen to me. Listen to me. No matter what you do, sir, you can buy a plane today. You can say, I'm gonna have a bunch of gas. I'm just gonna go drive straight, nigga. You're gonna have to check in with some people. In the point of time, it's like they'll be like, all right, what the fuck you? Who are you?
Right.
So the simple fact that you don't have permission to just go and travel means that you are controlled.
Well,
no,
right.
Your ability to discover.
Right. Yes.
Listen to me.
Right.
If I say you can't visit New York today, that means you can't visit New York, even if it exists. Imagine if there's literally landmass that it's like, well, we don't even want people. It's not even our interest to let you know that this exists. So we're going to create a system to where because in order to get here, you have to travel through air. You can't travel through boat. You can't do
no.
So in order for you to,
you can travel through boat, but yeah,
the best way is you airspace. And if we can contact you, if we're letting you know, nigga, if you fly the air past, we have parameters in the air. If you trigger this and you're not one of us, then you're never going to get to where you got to go.
Right.
Why? Because it's at that point that we gave you everything that you own. We gave you all your tools. We gave you your language. You would never. How you get past us? We have a button that says no. You feel me? You feel me?
Absolutely.
All right. I gotta take a piss, man. Hey, if you can read up here right quick, man. We got some good grits. Carbon dating isn't accurate. Read some of these comments, man. I can use the washroom.
So, Jennifer said carbon dating isn't accurate. To a degree. Here's the thing about carbon dating that I want people to know. Carbon dating is somewhat accurate, but it can only go back 50,000 years. Carbon dating can only go back 50,000 years. Anything past 50,000 years, carbon dating is utterly useless. So, if you want to get into conspiracies about, well, how the hell do they know how old the dinosaurs are and all this other stuff, that's a whole nother subject. I don't know. But I do know for a fact carbon dating is it's not accurate, but it's the closest thing that they got that they can tell, the way they can kind of judge how old something is. But remember, it can only go back, I think, 50 or 60,000 years. That's it. That's as far as they can carbon date anything. Mud flood, cover up the truth. Yeah, there's been documentation of. He said there's no such thing as dinosaurs. I don't know. I don't know if they. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say there is a such thing as dinosaurs or there isn't. I really personally don't know. I don't know.
No, what is a dinosaur? A mammal? An animal?
A dinosaur is supposed to be a reptile that existed 65 million years ago.
Okay, look. Well, I'm going to say fucking yes. Because at the end of the day, it seems like every time there's man, there's animal. So, as long as animals...
But according to them, man didn't exist when
okay,
dinosaurs
let's think about
existed.
it. When there's plants, there's bugs. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. So, if there's plants, there's bugs. There means that there's something else other than bugs that is existing.
So what you're saying is you think that mankind existed alongside dinosaurs?
I mean, I think when there's life, there's life.
You're right.
There's life.
There's life.
There's more life. And
but can I ask you a question?
There's macro life and there's micro life.
Do you think that dinosaurs existed alongside man?
Yes. I think the term dinosaur is just...
So what happened to them and what us? Why did they go dead and we didn't?
I mean, what if dinosaurs were... let me think. Okay. What if dinosaurs was animals, but not the animals that they show us. Because majority of the bones they show us are like 80 or 90% of the bones they give us is fabricated.
Absolutely,
That's
true.
That's true. They
Yep.
never pieced up they never pieced up an entire animal.
So
they never pieced up an entire dinosaur like the whole bones. They have to have imagination and all this other
absolutely.
shit. You know?
So just to give the audience member context of what you're saying, when they find a T-Rex dinosaur, they don't find the whole T-Rex.
Correct.
In the dirt. Just so people know.
No, the bear cool, cuz.
They don't find the whole T-Rex. What they might find is a jawbone. They might find a shoulder bone, an arm, a leg bone, a toe bone. And based off of that, those few little bones that they find, they got, like he just said, he's absolutely correct. They have to use their imagination to kind of piece everything together.
Right. So it's like if we take the term dinosaurs away, then we're basically saying that it was animals. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we just specify dinosaurs to the past at a certain time, and it's actually glorified to the point where it has its own selection. But in reality, a dinosaur was just an animal that eats shit and sleep and reproduce. It's like a fucking cat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if there's cats now and all these other animals now, rhino now, then nigga, it was something that looked just like a rhino, but it was called a dinosaur. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm trying to say.
All right.
Are we done with this?
The Euphrates River. I'm gonna just wrap this up real
because
quick.
You was going crazy on this, bro. I can't even lie.
Let me just wrap this up. Basically, what I'm trying to say about the Euphrates River and how it ties into mass extinctions is that the Euphrates River. Now that video that I played, I don't know if it's real because, like I said, it's a bunch. It's so easy to edit shit out there nowadays, where you could just take random sound and put it in front of a video. And say that this is Bigfoot or this is. I understand that to a science. I'm not saying I know for a fact that video is real. I've never been to Euphrates River, and if I ever go, I swear to God, I will record it and I will put it on this channel and let you all see it for yourself. But I don't know if it's real. It could be real. It might not be real. I really didn't do too much digging into it. But what I can tell you for a fact, this is the facts, is that the Euphrates River is drying up. And in the Bible, it says that when the Euphrates River dries up, that's one of the signs of the end times. Okay. And one thing that I can tell you is that there have been a lot of signs to kind of indicate that the world is might be coming, not necessarily to an end, because I don't think the world ends, but our society may be coming to an end.
Okay, reset, basically.
Yeah.
Reset. Okay.
You know, with all of the, I think that's where the whole global warming conspiracy comes from. It's because they know that the world is something is happening in nature that's changing, and
they're trying to give an excuse on what's actually.
They're trying to tell you that it's global warming and us throwing carbon into the fucking air.
But reality is deeper than that. And they're just using that for their advantage to get you. To control you.
Because you even notice none of these fucking people have a fucking solution to global warming. The only thing they want to do is talk about the fucking problem, but they never come up with a fucking solution. The only solution is always to tax you.
Okay, so before we close this, all right. So when do you think spooky shit gonna happen? We in 2023.
Well, I can tell you this much.
When the spooky shit's gonna happen?
Well, I can tell you this much. According to NASA, there's a big rock hurling around the space called Apophis. Now, Apophis, I don't know what god or what religion god he comes from, but Apophis is supposed to be the god of destruction.
Damn. So it just so happened. Hold on. So it just so happened
that there's a rock called Apophis that's hurling around in space.
That's from NASA.
Well, NASA talked about it, and this rock is supposed to smack Earth in the year 2030.
Can you put it up? Can you put it right quick before we move on?
Yeah, can I spell it? That's the real goddamn question.
All right. Just spell it best you can, sir. Yeah, move this over to it. Yeah, there you go. Move it over. Hey, press the mic. Maybe there you go.
Apophis asteroid. There it goes, right there.
That's it right there. Okay.
Yep. So what year will Apophis hit Earth? Bingo! There it goes, right there. So.
Oh my God.
They're saying that Apophis is supposed to hit Earth anywhere between 2030. April 13, 2030 or whatnot. And let me tell you something real quick.
You know NASA means Nasea, which is means to the sea. But continue.
I do know that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because NASA was founded by Warner von Braun, which was Nazi scientists.
Nazi scientists.
Uh-huh. But according to these jackasses, this big-ass rock is supposed to smack Earth in close to the year 2030. Now, am I saying the world is going to end then? I don't know. I honestly can't tell you
fair.
it is.
That's fair.
And I can't tell you that it isn't. And I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you and tell you the world is going to end 2030. I'm not one of those fucking people. I don't fucking know. I'm like everybody else. I read shit on the internet. I hear articles. I listen to the news. And I kind of try to come up with my own conclusion based on all the information that's being, drawn to me or whatever. But what I can tell you is that if this rock smacks Earth, it will knock us back into the 17th century.
Hey, but look, before we just end this, the reason why, I can't say all that because it's like a lot of reason why I be thinking like some of the space shit be bullshit because it's like it's so much CGI, it's so much shit like this, like it's like who took the fucking picture? But it's like the average man, it's like for some reason we're subconsciously programmed to just like see life as the way that they give it to us.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But in reality, it's like, nigga, they literally drawn that up for you. That's their idea. That's their idea.
So let me
hold on. Even beyond their idea, it's like when you're at that point where you basically write the story for the world, it's like fuck it being their idea. It's actually their prerogative. So it's like, nigga, you might want to tell the world, hey man, it's Harry's birthday, happy birthday. And I might say, nah, nigga, don't tell them my birthday because I'm plotting on them. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is it's like, it's not like people are telling you information because of truth. It's to the point where people tell you information because they want to control you. That's the spooky part about all of this because it's like they know the power of data. They know the power of repetition. They know the power of data. They know the power of giving you data in the midst of everybody saying it at the same time. It's like the level of, it's like for me to be who I am and where I'm at, I understand the level of perception. But to even dealing with famous people like, King Ledger and stuff like that, like I really dealt with real famous people and I seen the power of influence. You know what I'm saying? But on a small scale, not at the highest scale.
So can I answer your question real quick?
Yes,
so
sir.
Basically your question was, why would they reveal to us what's going on?
Right.
If they know what's going on.
Right. Why would you?
So the big conspiracy about a lot of these people that are
Not to cut you off. Not to cut you off quick. Sorry, cuz. To close it on this shit, the fact that they say that this is a possibility means they have a solution. You know what I'm saying? So if my opinion, if I was the person of this and I said, hey, there's a possibility at 2029, April 13th, there's going to be a asteroid that's going to kill everybody and everything that you ever do is not going to mean anything. By me saying that, I'm planting a seed in your mind because in reality, I have the solution to get past this. So when you get past it, you're going to be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's like because if it was something really out of my control, it's not. There's no benefit for me to let you know. If it's some shit that's out of my control, why the fuck I'll let you know ahead of time? Because you're gonna fuck up all my plans that's now.
You're absolutely right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I know that I'm gonna lose the game in 2023, then why would I let you know that in 2023 I'm gonna lose the game? No, I'm gonna try my best to control the game.
Absolutely.
Because if I tell you I'm gonna lose 2025, you're gonna stop playing now.
Exactly.
You're gonna say, nigga, fuck the game right now.
So can I answer your question?
All right, say it one more time.
Can I answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what's been the big conspiracy about a lot of the powers that they're Satanists, right? That the devil worship. That was with the whole Balenciaga conspiracy, which we can talk about on another day. That's what the whole Balenciaga conspiracy was about, right?
Yes.
That a lot of these people that run the world, that run the show, are devil worshippers.
Okay.
Right? I never read the book of Satan by Anton Levy. I've never read that book. But from what I have heard from other people that have read that book, according to a Satanist, right? If I tell you my nefarious activities, whatever my nefarious activities are, because Satanists believe in karmic retribution.
Being free.
Well, not necessarily being free, but karmic retribution means that if I try to openly deceive you and you fall for it, then
I'm good.
No. You're good, but bad things are going to happen to me. But
okay, so start over again.
So karmic retribution means that if I openly deceive you, if I tell you that Cmar, this beer right here is poisonous. No, I don't tell you. I say this beer is not poison.
This beer is water.
Right, and you drink it, and it is poison. And you drink it, and you die, and something happens to you, then retribution will happen to me.
That's against your religion.
It's against my religion. But if I tell you that
It's poison.
Cmar, that beer is poison, and you drink it anyway, it's not on me what happens to you. And that's what Satanists believe, from what I hear. Satanists believe in karmic retribution. So what they do is they give you clues and they give you hints and they throw things out there into the world. That this is where a lot of, well, you know how people always say the Simpsons predict the future?
Correct.
You know, you heard that conspiracy or whatever. Well, this is where I think a lot of that shit comes from. Because they tell you clues and hints as to what happens. So that way it protects them from karmic retribution. So if I tell you, Cmar, this beer is poisonous, but I put a bunch of ads in there, put a bunch of celebrities.
I make it look
real good to drink. You know what I mean? I make it look real fucking good to drink. You know what I'm saying? Despite the fact of me telling you that it's poisonous. Jay-Z is drinking it. Beyonce is drinking it. You know what I'm saying? All the top celebrities are fucking drinking. And Cmar takes his beer, a sip of this beer, and something, Lord forbid, something happens to Cmar. It's not on me. I told him it was bad. It's on him.
Just like, because I ain't gonna lie, some of the cigarillos and the blunts, nigga, half of the damn rapper, I swear to God, I would have got some blunts. I'm like, all right, I'm supposed to win, got some blunts. And I wish I had a rapper now. Half of the rapper says, will call cancer.
Will call cancer. They tell you.
It said, I'm going to call cancer.
Exactly.
Do not smoke. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And it's all white. So it's like,
white.
It's to the point where it's like, if you don't see this,
it's on you.
It's on you.
Because you got to keep in mind, according to what I've heard, Satanists believe in karmic retribution. So if you don't, they will give you hints. They will give you clues. This is where a lot of, that's the word I was trying to look for, predictive programming.
Okay.
Every time a celebrity dies, remember, there's a Simpsons episode you can go back and look at and see where this goddamn celebrity died. Just like, remember when Kobe Bryant died?
Yeah, oh my God. Yeah.
And there was the, what was that cartoon? The Chamberlain Heights cartoon where it predicted Kobe's death in a helicopter crash. And that was just so strange. Everybody like, how the fuck would this cartoon that came out many years?
It's ironic.
Right. Many years before Kobe died, so accurately predicted his death. Well, maybe it's because a lot of people that's running the fucking show who believe in this satanic bullshit also believe in karmic retribution.
Damn.
And they also believe that, well, if we don't tell the public what we're really doing, then bad things are going to happen to us. That's why the rich get rich and the poor get poor.
Damn.
Because they keep getting richer, they keep getting better, their position keeps getting better and better, and our position seems to keep getting worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if they really believe this bullshit, that they give us clues and hints as to what the fuck they're really finna do. And this is exactly what answers your question. So why would they let us know that Apophis might hit in 2030? Well, it's because if Apophis does hit in 2030, well, we told these niggas what we told these niggas what was gonna happen. They didn't listen. They Cardi B shaking her ass was more important.
And Elon Musk trying to get
He already make the misses every week. Right. They thought that was more important. So at that point, it's on them, not us. And that's how and allegedly that's how these people.
It is deep, man. And then that's why Elon Musk out here making rockets every fucking week.
That's
like,
why
where the fuck he trying to go? You know what I'm saying? And this nigga trying to catalyze my
this motherfucker
Elon
sent
trying
a car, a whole car, American on it tomorrow. Where that fucking car is? I have no idea. I have no idea where that fucking car is.
The car, like, hey nigga, hey, my daughter. Elon Musk is the whole 2-seat in that bitch. Elon Musk had a 2-seat in there.
And touch the camera to it.
And I'm looking up like, damn, the nigga's face.
For the first 2 weeks, you seen the you seen the live camera footage of that damn car for the first 2 weeks. After that, where the fuck is that?
I don't know. Hey, wait, where he land? Like with the camera? Like, what the fuck happened? Hey, that's deep though.
I'm just telling y'all.
And what if he really is? He like, shit, y'all think I'm playing like the whole time.
Bullshit.
He's like, y'all think I'm bullshitting. Hey, nigga, I'm really gonna be on Mars.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna be on Mars in 3 years. You niggas gonna be right here.
Because remember, keep in mind, y'all, one thing y'all gotta remember is that
goddamn,
one of the biggest conspiracies on the world is that we came from Mars.
Damn, cuz, don't do that.
One of the biggest conspiracies is that human beings came from fucking Mars.
Damn,
that's why.
All right, okay, come on, let's go, cuz.
That's why.
Scary as fuck, man.
That's why.
Go ahead.
Pull up that face.
Go ahead, G. Don't scare me, G. Damn, cuz. Don't do it, man. No!
Now you see there's 2 images, right? The
Hold
first
on.
image.
Let me make sure they can see it. G,
Right.
because I hate when you do creepy shit like this, man. I don't like that shit. Okay, yeah, they see it. Okay. All right, they see that right there. You talking about the okay, go ahead, Nick.
Okay. All right. So you see the image on the left, which was, I mean, clearly. Stevie Wonder could see that that's a goddamn face, right?
Yeah.
Then you see the image on the right, which is supposed to be an updated version of what the image on the left looks like. It doesn't really quite look like a face on the left. I mean, on the right. It doesn't quite look like a face. But allegedly, back in the 70s, we sent a probe out in space. I don't know if it was Voyager 1, Voyager 2. But we sent a probe out in space, and we captured this image on the left right here initially, right? And everybody went apeshit over this image because it looked like a fucking face in the Cydonia region of Mars. A giant face. Now, just to give people perspective, that's not a small face. That face is miles long.
Right, we're far as hell, and that nigga's that big.
You see what I'm saying? That face is miles long, so which gave us the thought that that's an awful human-like face to be on Mars.
It's as human as it gets.
It's as fucking human as it gets. But they gave us an updated image. And this, like I said, folks, this could have been them trying to cover up shit, too.
Right, trying to program us, too.
Exactly. You see the image on the right here, which don't quite look like a face.
But you know,
but let me also say this, too. The image on the right don't quite look shit like the image on the left. If I was to zoom out, because that's what they call themselves doing. They call themselves zooming in on the image on the left. And that's when you get the image on the right. But if I was to zoom out on the image on the right, I don't think that it would look anywhere near like the image on the left.
Both of them look psychologically humanistic.
It looked very humanistic. It looks strangely humanistic. One of the theories is that, I don't know if people know this, but back in the 90s when I was going to school, the only planet that had water was ours. A lot of people don't know this. The only planet, I want people to pay very close attention to what I'm saying. The only planet, according to mainstream science, that had water was Earth. It wasn't no other planet. Water did not exist outside of Earth.
And that was a fact.
In the 90s. As the years kept progressing and things kept opening up, all of a sudden they found ice caps on the top of Mars. Ice means what?
Like
water. And they slowly start seeping that out. And people didn't pay attention to that because we're too busy worried about Cardi B's ass. But they were just slowly drip feeding that shit to us. That water existed on other planets outside of Earth. Wait a minute. What? I swear, I felt like I was the only person paying attention to this shit.
Right, like how
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me the poles of Mars, the north and the south poles of Mars, had these huge ice caps, and anywhere there's ice, at one point in time there was what?
Life.
Water.
Right.
There was water. Frozen water is what? Ice. So at one point in time, that goddamn ice had to be what?
Water.
Oh! So the theory was that what if humanity didn't originate here on Earth, but originated on Mars? What if we're Martians by nature, not Earthens by nature? Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm just telling you some of the tidbit information that I know.
Okay, that's dope, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. But it's interesting to think about it.
It's very.
You know, and when you look at these images, I wonder what spacecraft this was that took this. Viking, I think it was.
What is that?
Let's go according to Wikipedia.
But what's up? What I like that you said though, you show how like Satanists has to tell you the truth type shit.
They have to tell you the truth.
I like that though. I kind of like that.
They have to tell you the truth. And that's where predictive programming comes from. A lot of people be like, because one of the conspiracies was that The Simpsons, which has been known for predictive programming, that Matt Gordon, who was the founder of who's the current founder of The Simpsons, he's the guy that started the whole show, that Matt Gordon worked on this top secret government project called Operation Looking Glass. Have you ever heard of that? Mm-hmm. So Operation Looking Glass was a program that the government came up with where they were not necessarily able to travel back in time, but they can actually see what happened in the past.
Damn.
So they couldn't interfere with what happened in the past. They couldn't interfere, but they can see what happened in the past. And based on that trajectory, they can also see what happens in the future.
Damn.
So they can look in the past, look in the present, and come up with a calculation.
With a hypothesis, right?
With a hypothesis what happens in the future. It's just like if I tell you 1 + 1 equals X, right?
Yeah. You
past plus present equals
future.
You get what I'm saying? Exactly. So 1 + 1 equals 2. Everybody knows that, right? So if I look at the past, which is 1, present, which is 1, oh, this is how I come up with the future. One of the conspiracies was that Matt Gordon, the guy that created The Simpsons, was some type of government official that had, or not even necessarily a government official, but somebody that had access to somebody that was a government official to Project Looking Glass, where they were able to actually see the future. And this is why The Simpsons were able to predict so much shit that happened in the future and whatnot, and they were able to implement it inside their cartoons.
Damn.
Was because of that. But, and it could be, I'm not saying it's true, I'm not saying it's not true. It might be true. But also, you also got to keep this in mind too, that if me and you are Satanists or whatever, right? And we control the media, right? And if we got an agenda that we want to push,
right, which is whatever,
we got to reveal our true intentions in that agenda before we push that agenda,
right? So it's like if we want to kill people, we have to make killing people nice.
Think about what happened in 9/11. Simpsons predicted 9/11.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Let's read the chat right quick. Hold on. Somebody in the chat is trying to get that shit off. Hold on. Go ahead, cuz. Alright, hold on. We got like, I think we got like 12 people here, 15 people here, something like that. Let's see. Alright. Benny Frank is going crazy. Alright. He said, they saying a rock, but it's really shift of energy. He said, man would never go to space because space don't exist. Benny Frank says,
ooh, does space exist? Oh.
Yeah, it's a whole different conversation. He said, you are programmed in 3 ways: repetition, trauma, and symbolism. He also said, yes, they have to tell you what they do before it happens. Yes. And he said, Moors are from Mars.
Moors
are from Mars?
African Moors.
African Moors?
Yeah.
Like, that's a religion? And
The Moors were a group of warriors in Africa that conquered most of Europe.
okay.
Matter of fact, you can see Moor statues in Spain.
To this day.
Yeah, to this day.
Okay.
The niggas that look like me.
Because I know, like,
big lips and wide nose.
hey, bro, because I know, like, some of the, like, I heard that the Moors was, like, the founding fathers of, like, some of, like, the martial arts and shit like that. Because, like,
the Moors were the Moors. They
samurai.
Said,
there we go.
Right, the samurai. They said
samurai.
the Moors was the ones that civilized the Europeans.
Right, yeah, I heard a lot of shit.
Yeah, they said the Moors was prior to the Europeans. That the Europeans was cave dwellers in a way. You know.
Yeah, I heard a lot of shit. I heard
a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's not.
Shit.
But let's get back on this Simpson shit real quick. Okay. I want to see everybody knows they predicted the Trump's presidency. USA curling team, FaceTime, Matrix 4 premiere, pandemic. I want to see the one where they predicted 9/11.
I mean, you click on YouTube too.
Because I just want to see.
You want to see text? You want to see? Okay.
I just want right here.
Okay.
So this is an episode on The Simpsons. New York 9/11. Right there. Clearly those are 10 twin hours.
Okay.
So, and that day, 9/11, right?
On that day?
On that day, 9/11.
Okay. On 9/11 or on that day this came out?
I don't know what day. It came out prior to 9/11.
Okay, so you're trying to say on 9/11.
On 9/11, there was a lot of deaths that happened. It's a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
So before that, all those deaths had to take place to protect them from karmic retribution. They had to let the world know what happened. Now, I'm just showing you a Simpsons episode that predicted 9/11. I wonder when did this episode come out?
Okay, so that's prediction. It says New York $9,
But you see the twin towers.
I know what it could look like, but you're still not telling me the truth.
But I mean, use your imagination for a second. Look at that for a second.
Man,
if you look at that 9.
Of
all the buildings in New York, they got the twin towers right there behind 9.
Because if this is what they call telling us the truth, then we're fucked. Because no one at that time period would ever
Bingo.
thought that.
Say it again. Say it again for everybody to hear it. I want you, because what you just said was highly important, and I don't think motherfuckers grasp it. Say it again. Say it again. Okay. Go ahead. No, let me not interrupt you. Go ahead.
If this is what the Satanists call telling you the truth,
then
we're fucked.
We're fucked. Why is that?
Because
who the fuck would see that?
Who would thought that?
Thank you. And that's the trick right there.
You will only think it when it's over.
And bingo! I ain't gotta say shit else. I gotta take a piss.
Yeah, you been holding. I ain't gonna lie.
Who the fuck would see that shit until after it happens? And that's the beauty and that's the trickery behind what they do. Because if I'm a Satanist, right? Correct. And let's just say you represent the public, and I tell you that CMAR, this is poison. I'm telling you, I'm giving you hints. CMAR, this is poison. Don't drink this. But behind me saying that this is poison, man, Jay-Z drinking. Remember the example?
Right, it looks good.
It looks good.
There's like
all these models drinking.
The bitches want to fuck you.
The bitches want to fuck you when you.
The bitches like, you don't have no Casamigos.
You ain't got no pussy. They ain't giving you no pussy. I make this so appetizing. On top of telling you the truth, I make this so appetizing that you. Man, I gotta try this shit. I gotta
smoke a backwood.
I gotta try it. I gotta try it out. And you. Oh man, ain't nothing happening to me.
Right. You do it about 100 days in a row.
All of a sudden, 100 days in a row of doing that, liver started going bad. Pain started feeling your body. Which started gaining weight. Hair starts going gray. Looking older.
Right.
You ain't feeling like yourself no more. But you still drinking this shit. Why? Because the media is telling you it's okay to drink.
Or because that's the type of value you want. You like, man, I got some young players here.
Absolutely.
I want to have fun.
Absolutely.
I go ahead, cuz I'm gonna go ahead and try to cue up the eagle and the snake. I'm gonna do the eagle and the snake. See? And man, I hope y'all enjoyed it, man. I hope y'all enjoying this, man. This is something different, man. Let's see right here. This said, they conquered more than Europe, sir. Benny Frank said, read the book of dirt. You'll get a better understanding about the European more thing and how we basically taught them everything, including how to speak like Ma. I got you, Benny Frank. Yeah, my cousin's really smart, man. He OG, triple OG. I'm telling you, I was born in 1990, so I was 12 years old, 13 years old, learning about shit that I shouldn't be learning about. Like he literally was trying to teach me. You know what I'm saying? All right, so Mexican flag. We're gonna talk about the eagle and the snake. Now, this was a very informative because like I was trying to figure out what we're gonna talk about today because we're just gonna link. But this concept is gonna wake up a lot of people. I can't even lie. I ain't gonna lie. When Cuz first introduced me to all of this, man, I was like, wow. I was like, wow, man. I promise you. Like it was very interesting. I was like, that is very fucking interesting, man. All right. Hold on. Benny Frank said, I fuck with in knowledge. Power is the quickening where knowledge comes first when you're born. Alright, I'm gonna make you a moderator too, bro. I'm gonna make you a moderator, G. Cause you already pay me every month, bro. So I'm definitely making you a moderator, G. You feel me? I'm definitely making moderator Benny Frank because I fuck with Benny Frank outside of YouTube. He on my Telegram. All right, so the eagle and the snake. I know. Hold on. I know, cuz I remember. Look, listen. Y'all don't know this. We talked about the eagle and the snake probably like 5 years ago, easy, because I'm 33. Mm-hmm. So 5 years ago. Yep. And years ago, you was like, Trey, niggas can't know this shit. You was telling me years ago, you was like, hey, look, it's certain shit. It's certain shit we talk about. He was like, look, people should know this. He's like, once they know this, it's too late. He was like, cuz people get killed for this. You used to be talking like that. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe you change on the information now since there's so much information coming out. But the point is, you know, it was my idea to talk about today because I'm like, ain't gonna lie, my viewership, they're very smart. I'm not gonna under them, but I know a lot of them they just want some money. They're into crypto, they're on other shit. And I ain't gonna lie, cuz I'll be snapping on all these niggas, bro. Like, if you're not liking, you're not subscribing, you're not fucking with me, man. Get the fuck up out of here, bro. I don't give a fuck, man. Right. Get the fuck up out of here, because I want real niggas. I ain't want real niggas. I live only experiencing, touching, kicking in it with real niggas. That's it. Like, if you ain't the real, I'm like, ah. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I want to live like I want to live by that on the physical world, the digital world, whatever. Mm-hmm. That point example, the eagle and the snake. Now, can we get some? Okay, what's conspiracy based off on? And number one, mm-hmm. Talk about the interesting thing about the flags. Can you expand upon that real fast?
So the thing is about the eagle and the snake. If I ask anybody when they think about the eagle, what personality attributes they think about when they think about the eagle?
You said personality attributes?
Attributes, right. Okay. They think of bold, they think of courageous, they think of strong, independent. That's the reason why we accept
the bald eagle. Okay,
like the bald eagle.
So the United States have bald eagle. Right. So the United States is bird.
Bird, right. Okay. Right. So when you think of the eagle, you think of strong, you think of powerful, you think of, I want to be like that when I grow up.
Right. It's like leader. It's like number one.
Right. If I tell you to think, if I just name a word like snake and give me personality attributes with somebody that's associated with a snake.
Right. Snake is like, I don't want to be a snake. When somebody says snake, that's disrespectful. Like, hey, you a snake.
You a snake, right.
But when somebody says you were an eagle, you'd be like, yeah, you're flying
high,
like
strong, yeah.
You're strong.
Like that song,
You're just You're just a man.
Exactly.
But when I say you're a snake, you be like, oh, I'm all the bad negative narratives that's attached to the psychological perspective of a snake.
Of a snake, right? Because people hear this, like the Native American legend. White man speak with a forked tongue. AKA snake.
Okay.
He lies.
Okay, you said
like
what?
White man speak with a forked tongue. You never heard that?
No, I never heard of that.
So Native Americans used to associate the white man with a forked tongue. And that was because the white man always lied about shit. They always lied about shit that come out of their mouth. So they say, always say, white man speak with a forked tongue.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because snake forked tongue. For whatever reason, throughout history, snakes have always gotten a bad reputation.
Okay.
Especially more so in Western culture than Eastern culture.
Okay.
In Western culture, snakes have always gotten a bad reputation as being, mischievous, manipulative, double-crossing, don't trust them, that type of reputation. Eagle's always been associated with strength, power, bold,
Right.
courageous,
Free and shit.
free, stuff like that. Well, what if I told you that the story of the snake and the eagle, you can trace the lineage of those stories all the way back past the biblical days, all the way back past the Greek god days, all the way back past the ancient Egyptian days, all the way back to the ancient Sumerians. Now, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but
What is ancient Sumerians? What is that?
the ancient Sumerians was allegedly the very first civilization that established here on the planet Earth. Now,
Okay.
this is allegedly. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying allegedly. The ancient Sumerians, a lot of not a lot. Well, fuck it, a lot. A lot of archaeologists believe that Egyptian gods came from ancient Sumerian gods.
Mhm.
So basically, let's say you was ancient Sumerian, I was Egyptian. I interpret my gods from you, but I put my own twist on it,
Mm-hmm.
right? Steve right here, we'll just imagine that person, Steve. Steve took his gods from me, Greek gods,
I made his own guy.
and made his own
His own
set of
principles
gods.
and everything.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how we get the religions of today. But originally, a lot of archaeologists believe that it all started from the ancient Sumerian gods, which were these beings that came here on Earth that originally created us. They took a fucking monkey. This is the ancient Sumerian conspiracy. Was that they found a fucking primate. They inserted alien DNA into this primate, and that's how the fuck we got here.
Mm.
This is what they believe.
Domesticated primate.
In a way.
Okay.
Right. But these gods was so funny if you read history, that these gods, we like to think that gods don't have human qualities, right? They're above humans. But if you read throughout, if you take away Christianity and look at how religion looked at gods prior to Christianity, you would notice that a lot of gods had very human-like characteristics.
Mm.
They got jealous, they got mad, they envy, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So apparently there was these two god brothers. They were brothers called, and folks, please don't quote me on this, but I believe their name was Enki and Anu.
Enki and Anu. Okay.
Yeah, I believe that was their name. It was two names that stood out. One of the gods his representation was the eagle.
The eagle.
One god's representation was the snake.
Can you put it up? Just open it up in a new one, because I was just showing them like the Mexican flag. It had the eagle biting a snake. It was like a diss track on a low. It was literally a diss symbol. It's like millions of humans was raised under a diss symbol. That's deep. Like, I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, the fact that it's like we don't look too deep on just the fact that, nigga, why the fuck of everything in the world to say we represent the eagle eating a snake, nigga. Like, damn, you feel what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna tell you where all that came from.
Okay.
Well, because just to give people a quick background is that, and I'm not certain what god it was, whether it's Ani or Inu. But one of the gods represented the eagle, right? He was a sky god. And I think that was Enu, god of heaven, Enu. Enel. A-N. Let me show you. E-N. This is the sky god, the Mesopotamian sky god. Look, you see when I Google, is Zeus Enel?
Okay, is Enel is Zeus, Babylon. Okay.
Yeah. Because remember, like I told you, a lot of the Greek mythology, Egyptian mythology came from the Sumerians.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So, one of the conspiracies was that Enu, I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe Enu was the sky god.
Sky god.
But he was associated with the eagle. He wanted human beings to be kept dumb, stupid, and productive slaves. Because the reason that they created the human race, the Sumerians created the human race, was not because they loved us, because they cared for us, was simply because they wanted a slave labor force.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Because they wanted a slave labor force. That's the reason why they created the human beings. So, what's his name? Enu, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Enu was part of the construction of the human race. Enil, I know I'm pronouncing this wrong.
Okay. Continue. You do good, man.
Enu, one of his brothers, who was associated with the snake in wisdom, was the one that showed human beings a higher conscience.
So basically, that serpent.
The serpent, the snake.
Okay.
The snake in Chinese mythology is associated with wisdom, not misfortune and bad and speaking ill on people. In Chinese astrology, the year of the snake is associated with wise and things of that nature. You know, smart, that type of stuff.
All-knowing type shit.
All-knowing type of shit, right. So allegedly, according to the story, was that the sky god, we're just going to call him a sky god, wanted human beings to be dumb, stupid, and digging in the dirt for fucking minerals and shit for them. The snake god, the serpent god, the wise god, is the one that showed God. It's the one that showed humans fire. It's the one that showed humans a higher conscience. It's the one that taught humans to be beyond themselves in a way. Kind of see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the sky god didn't like that. So there was this war between the snake and the serpent. And if you look at every flag of every conquering country.
Every conquering country.
Of every country.
That's Russia right there, I think.
That's Russia right there.
Like at the eagle.
With the eagle.
Right.
If you look at every country.
That's like dominant and shit.
That's dominant. That's conquering. That's on top, I guess. They all are associated with the eagle. And the snake in Western culture is associated with evil.
Right. Like China, the dragon,
Right, the dragon.
The dragon mannequins and shit,
Absolutely. But what if, I'm just throwing this out there, what if everything we've been taught has been flipped upside down? You see what I'm saying? What if the snake that we've been taught in Western culture, which is supposed to be bad, is actually good?
Right, good for us personally.
Good for us. Me and you.
Like in real life, right?
And the eagle, which we thought was bold and powerful,
is actually the bad one.
Was actually the bad one. And that's where this supposed story originated from, that Enu and Anko, I know I'm fucking their names up, but that the snake, the sky god, and the serpent god are actually, what we think might be the serpent god is actually the god trying to bring us to a higher self. And the sky god is actually trying to keep us where we're at. And if you think about every culture that has the eagle as their flag, take America for example, right? The eagle is the symbol of America. America isn't trying to bring us to a higher conscience. America is trying to keep us
It's trying to control everything.
It's trying to control everything we do.
Right,
It's trying to keep us productive.
It's trying to keep the leaders at lead, like the leaders at B.
Absolutely. It's trying to keep us productive slaves.
It's actually more communism. So it's like the more money you have, the more control you have. So
Absolutely.
So it's like you can come from a family of just money and you cannot understand shit, not run shit, but you still that nigga.
Exactly.
You know you don't deserve. Look, you don't deserve to be that nigga. Look, you got that little money. But nigga, you don't deserve it. You really don't. You really be just fucking hoes and you be tricking your money off. But in reality, you don't deserve it. But guess what? Niggas gonna respect you because why? You came from the niggas who deserved it.
Exactly. What you saying is lineage.
Lineage.
You said if you win the sperm lottery,
right,
which means that when I was born, my last name was Vanderbilt. When I was born, my last name was Rockefeller. When I was born, my last name was Rothschild.
Right.
That's what he's talking about. He's talking about if I won a sperm lottery or whatever.
Sperm lottery, right?
Yeah, But going back to the story of the eagle and the snake was that in culture, in our life, in Western culture, we've been taught that the snake is
bad.
It's bad. Even in the Bible tells you that the snake once had 4 legs, and
used to walk.
When he deceived Adam. Or some people say it's a she. Bear that in mind. Some people say that the snake, the devil, was actually a female.
I understand.
And when the snake deceived Adam in the Bible, part of his punishment was that it lost all 4 of his legs, and that's why it slithers on his belly. And it's even been archaeological records that actually prove that he used to have. Certain snakes used to have feet.
Right.
It's crazy. And like I said, I'm not a Bible person. I'm not some pastor.
I know what you're talking about too.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not some pastor. I'm not.
But like it's there. Like nigga, the X-ray, you see it. Nigga, like,
right. There's archaeological evidence where they kind of prove that snakes at one point in time actually had feet. But
like a reptile, like a regular reptile,
like a regular fucking reptile.
Okay, iguana. Fuck you talking about?
Absolutely. And so when you look back at you look at the Bible or whatever, and you see that there's these stories of at one point in time there was snakes that according to the Bible, the snake is what deceived Adam
or Eve or whatever.
No, it deceived.
Oh yeah, it deceived Adam.
No, it deceived Eve. And Eve deceived Adam.
Okay.
Because that's how the story went about how the apple. Because remember, when she ate the apple, nothing would happen. I want people to bear that in mind. When Eve ate the apple in the Garden of Eden, nothing happened. But when Adam ate that apple, the man, everything went upside down. God kicked him out of the kingdom. She had to bear pain when she gave birth. Because prior to that, when she gave birth, she had no pain.
She didn't give birth, though.
This is the story of the Bible.
Okay.
Prior to that, now you can interpret this how you want to interpret it. She had no pain when she gave birth. But after that, she had pain. That was part of her curse. Same, and with him, he had a bunch of curses. Because when he fucked up big. When she fucked up, whatever. But when the man of the household fucked up, it was a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Remember,
for whatever reason.
Whatever reason. Because remember, the snake deceived Eve. Eve deceived Adam. Ain't that deep how society is today?
Yeah.
Because in society deceives the woman deceives us. Think about it. Niggas go crazy just to get a bitch. We do damn near anything just to get a bitch.
Niggas kill.
Niggas kill just to get a bitch.
Lie, everything.
Exactly.
Niggas are doing.
And that's because of what? Because we want a bitch. Who is she being controlled by? You think she's coming up with all this shit on her own? No. And I ain't trying to sound like Tate, but
Hold on, what you said?
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to sound like Tate.
What you say, cuz? You was like, what was you saying about Tate, G? Hold on, G.
He was deep state.
Nah, not even that. You was like, something like Tate or something, man. Remember, we was on something, bro. Damn, man.
It'll come to me.
It was something funny as hell. It was funny as hell. So the bitches said something about some bitches and some jeans, like some bitches like tight or something, bro. Like, damn, hold on. You was saying like, hold on, bro. Think about it. Help me, cuz. And you tell you was like I'm something or something or something like.
I was flowing when I was.
Nah, you was going crazy. I was like
flowing with that nigga like. I kept doing this shit because you know how to take love to sit like this shit. You know what I'm saying? And he be throwing that pyramid like a motherfucker.
Cause he was like,
man.
Damn, I'm trying to think, bro. It was something, bro, about Tate, bro. He was going crazy. It was like beyond this. I know it was this, but it was something. You know something else
with the how he's because everybody trying to say, oh, that nigga, it's some chess thing. It's I ain't never in my life seen a chess player.
You was like, I'm
sit
this.
like
and
this.
a sword. There we go. There's a sword.
Oh, you talking about like because that nigga said in that documentary that because he's talking about his bitch. His bitch talking about wearing a mask, and that nigga was like, nigga, I don't wear no mask. I got a fucking sword. I got a fucking sword. What the fuck I need to wear a mask for?
Oh my god, I was dying laughing. Cause
my god,
cause like the fuck you wearing a mask? I have a sword.
I have a fucking sword. You know, I'm trying to talk like them over there. I have a fucking sword. I don't need a mask. I have a fucking mask. I have a fucking sword. Andrew fucking Tate.
Oh my god.
Somebody give me a pair of sunglasses. I'm inside.
Oh my god, dude, you had me rolling when you said that, man. You was like, fuck, I wear a mask for. I got a sword. Pass me a sword before you pass me a mask. Oh,
right. You know, fucking the Tate. But no, man. But back to what the fuck was you talking about?
Eagle and the fucking serpent, man.
The eagle and the fucking serpent. Yeah. They yeah. I'm gonna do some more digging into this, but from what I've undug so far is that everything we have been told is an absolute fucking lie. Like the eagle is not the symbol of courageous and power and courage and all that
because
bullshit.
think about the most powerful
eagle is the symbol
with the bald eagle is America.
Right.
Bald eagle, and then even in Moscow in Russia they have the eagle.
Right. Eagle is the symbol of
in Mexico you got the eagle biting the snake.
Right.
And in China you got the snake. There's other countries they have like a reptilian figure. So it's like the only prominent figures on flags is birds and snakes.
Birds and snakes.
That's what's creepy. The only prominent figures.
Why is that?
The only animals that are on
Russia and the United States don't even get along, but they share the same animal.
Like real talk. Right, the same emblem. Like what the fuck?
Y'all ain't like each other, but we gonna have the same animal. The fuck? Come on, man. That doesn't even make no
right,
sense.
and both of them are like power. It's like you talk about Russia, you talk about power, very power. So it's like, and then it's like you have the American eating the snake, and then it's like Mexico is basically America because they control that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's China. You got you got the fucking dragon. Remember the long ass dragon? You got Dragon Ball Z. It's like it's all reptilian.
Because I'm telling you, because the snake is supposed to. In Western culture, they want you to fear the snake. The snake is supposed to be evil. The snake is supposed to be bad.
Right.
Snake, the serpent, is just even associated with the devil himself. You know what I mean? Is even in the Bible, it talks about how the serpent was the red dragon, I believe. The devil was the red dragon.
Dragon is definitely something of, it's not praise.
But in Eastern culture, Chinese culture, the
dragon
serpent,
is luck, ain't it?
the dragon is the most luckiest sign. As a matter of fact, according to Chinese astrology, I don't know if people know this, but you know how American astrology goes by the month, right? So if you was born in June, you was a Gemini, right? And August, like
Cancer, all
this other shit. Well, in Chinese astrology, it goes by the year, right? So if you was born
1990 or
1990, I think was the year of the horse.
Year of the rat, year of all the other shit.
Right. 96 was the year of the rat. and all this other shit. Well, in Chinese astrology, a lot of Chinese people wanted their babies to be born in the year of the
Dragon. Right. That was just a special year.
Right, because the dragon was considered the most powerful and good luck sign of the Chinese zodiac. You know, a lot of if you look at the Chinese birth rate, their birth rate is at its highest during the year of the dragon. Now, I think the previous year of the dragon, right now, 2023, we're leaving the year of the...
It's year's rabbit right now.
Right, we're leaving the year of the tiger. Because 2022 is the year of the tiger. And we're going into the year of the rabbit, which is 2023. I don't know when that happened. But I think the last year of the dragon, if I'm not mistaken, was 2012. That was the year of the dragon. If you go back and you look at Chinese birth rates, I guarantee you that their birth rates were at their highest during 2012. Because a lot of Chinese people want to have the babies born in the year of the dragon. The three luckiest, the three most powerful, what they say, according to Chinese astrology, the three most powerful zodiac signs, the dragon, the tiger, and the horse. Which was, the tiger is the strongest. But the thing is about the tiger, which is the year I was born in, matter of fact.
You born in tiger?
Yep.
That's who the fuck I was born in.
What year was you? I can tell you.
90.
Right? You was born in the year of the horse. Ain't that some shit?
Damn.
Horse is good.
I know.
Horse is powerful.
Horse
Is powerful. Yeah,
Bro,
horse is powerful.
I am powerful.
Yeah, horse is one of the signs that they want their kids born in. Horse, tiger.
Niggas have babies. Listen.
Right, yeah. Tiger. The only thing about the tiger is strong, but the tiger doesn't bend to authority. We had an authority issue. The dragon, that's the one everybody want their goddamn kid born.
Right.
Fucking dragon, whatever. Which is her goddamn boy, girl, yeah. But what was I going with this? But yeah, according to, like I was saying, going back to what I was saying, Chinese astrology, the dragon, the serpent was actually considered a year of good luck, good fortune, or whatnot. It's just only over here in the Western culture where we associate the serpent with anything bad. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Well, look, I ain't gonna lie, cuz man, I think we had a great episode, man. Let me see how long we've been in it, man. I ain't gonna lie. I think we probably been in for 2 hours. Let me see. Yeah, 1 hour and 40 minutes, man.
Damn, that long?
Yeah, man, we did 1 hour and 40 minutes. Hey, look, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit the fucking like button. You hit the subscribe button. You hit the membership button. You tell cuz, like, yo, I'm fucking with the content. I need you to come back. I know you smart. I gotta hear more. And the more you guys support, is the more that we're gonna make niggas get the fuck up and keep talking about the shit, bro. Cause we've been holding on this. We've been holding on so much information, bro.
Holy shit!
We've been holding on so much.
We've only scratched the surface. We just throwing frisbees out there. We haven't even really gotten to the real.
A lot of shit though. We have
the shit that make your fucking spine.
Cause like I told him before this. I said, look, nigga, I'm getting paid off this YouTube shit. You ain't finna be don't fuck my shit all the way up. Don't say some shit that's gonna make niggas cancel my channel. Like, you know what, the whole channel You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not getting money, G. I ain't rich, bro. Those Jeff ain't go to the goddamn moon yet. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying? But just know that I'm with them niggas though. Alright, man, so thank y'all very much. I appreciate y'all. Crypto's my retirement. You guys have a great day, man. You want to say the last words before I get off, G? Oh, fuck these niggas, man.
I ain't gonna say fuck these niggas, but I'm always
man, they better light. They better fucking light.
And I'm also tell people to don't always believe everything you hear. Question everything. That's what I'm gonna say. Question everything.
I bet, man. Crypto's my retirement. Have
One man, one plan, yes sir. I put it all on the line tonight, yes sir. stay. I put it all on the line tonight.